At the moment, the UK produces over 6.5 million tonnes of household food waste every year. And much of it goes into landfill, which isn't great for the environment.
We look back at when presenter Lawrence De Silva went to see an initiative that's not only converting our rotting kitchen waste into quality fertiliser, but also renewable energy.
On average, each UK household wastes the equivalent of 8 meals a week. And more than half the food we throw away ends up in landfill or gets incinerated.
Like most people, I used to put my food waste in my regular kitchen bin. And I thought this was like an environmentally friendly solution because it would decompose and help everything else rot down.
As it turns out, though, that's wrong. Food waste rotting in landfill produces methane gas, which is a big cause of global warming. And if it's sent for incineration, the valuable nutrients it contains are lost. So putting food in the normal bin is definitely not ideal for the environment.
These days, I separate my food waste and put it into a special bin provided by my council.
But I've always wondered what happens to it when the council takes it away. Some local councils, like mine, send their food collections to special composting facilities. I've followed mine to this site near Reading. Sarah Perry is the general manager here.
So Sarah, what's in this that's coming out of this lorry here?
This is a mix of garden and food waste.
It's shredded and then heated in these tunnels, killing off any germs. And then for 6 weeks, it's left to stabilise in massive heaps.
I can see these piles are kind of steaming. What is that?
These piles are on an aerated pad, so we introduce oxygen through, which feeds the bugs that are breaking down the compost during this stage.
And since the wet compost is still warm, it lets off steam as it breaks down.
So this is the final product.
Yeah, this
after all
is
that
it.
processing.
At this point, we have screened the material down into what you would recognise as compost for your garden.
Let's have a look. This was my food waste. Doesn't really smell.
Not recognisable at all compared to what you saw coming out of the lorry only a few minutes ago.
That was grim, I think, but this is nice. Don't want to eat it, but it certainly smells nice.
Avoid eating it.
By turning my food waste into compost, its nutrients can be fed back into the soil. And because of the way the process works, very little methane is produced.
But what if there was a way to allow the food waste to release methane as it rots, capture it, and then use it for something beneficial?
Well, there is, and it's called anaerobic digestion. I've come to Severn Trent Green Power's plant in Hertfordshire, one of the most efficient anaerobic digestion sites in the country. Deborah Barnacle is the education manager here.
So, Deborah, this is the start of the process where it comes in, and this is food waste.
It is indeed, yeah.
Up close and personal then.